Hi everyone, Jerrel here. This is gonna be a video that's kind of suck, I guess. So first of all, I just wanted to thank everyone for sticking with me and for supporting Silver Falls so far. But it's come to my attention that the update that rolled out, the version 1.1 that's been out for more than a month now, or whatever, is not the file that I sent to Nintendo. So, leading up to submitting Silver Falls and sending it to Nintendo, um, it was an extremely difficult process, not just development wise, but submission and dealing with Nintendo. And I believed that Nintendo wanted to keep supporting the 3DS and they would support a developer who wanted to put games on the 3DS. And where I was expecting to find support, I only found resistance. I'm still having extremely severe issues with the development kit. And I'm not doing this to say anything negative about my professional partners and companies that I'm working with, but at some point you gotta stop and you've gotta be fair. And I'm working with using Unity, and I was promised a development kit that was fully featured and fully worked and would work the way it's supposed to on 3DS, and I was promised that. And there were issues with the development kit early on, and I was promised, oh yeah, okay, we'll fix that. Well, new versions of Unity 3DS kept rolling out, and there were stability issues, huge stability issues, and so a lot of my development for Three Down Stars couldn't focus on developing the game. It was tearing down and rebuilding the entire game to avoid issues that I found with the development kit with Unity 3DS. And where I expected to get support, I got indifference and resistance, and it was very difficult working on that. And then I should have seen the signs months leading up to submitting Silver Falls and trying to get it to Nintendo that I was not receiving the support that you would expect to see if they really wanted new games on the 3DS. And people have been reporting glitches and issues that do not exist in the game that I sent to Nintendo. I submitted a game, I worked my ass off, and there's no two ways around it. As soon as the game launched, I've been working 125 hours a week nonstop, and I've been putting my head down and being humble and saying, I'll do the work, I'll fix it. And people are reporting game-breaking glitches and crashes and issues, and I'm thinking, I'm just exhausted. It's all my fault. I should have done better. Well, I'm investigating issues that people are reporting, and I'm trying to fix it, only to find out that those glitches and issues don't exist in what I sent to Nintendo. And I worked my ass off to try and fix this and make this game work. And what's being distributed has issues that are impossible. They are absolutely impossible in the work that I sent out to Nintendo. And you would look at that game and you would think, oh, it's broken. The person that made this clearly has no idea what they're doing because it's such a basic glitch or a crash. It's out of my control. I have no idea what is really happening in this situation. And to everyone that is experiencing issues that paid for a product, I apologize. And I'm sorry. I don't know what else I can do, because it's clear that hard work, perseverance, and dedication, right now, that doesn't matter. It's not enough. And I really have no idea what to do, because the game has negative reviews up online from reputable sources and people who have given the game a fair go. And I appreciate that, and I thank those people for spending the time to play and review the game and to write up about it. But that game that's out is not what I submitted to Nintendo, and has issues that do not exist. That is basic stuff, crashes and glitches that shouldn't exist. And I'm thinking it's all my fault. I missed it. And I'm looking at my work and I'm saying, no, that can't happen because it's so simple. How do you miss issues like that? And how do you have a product that's so broken, almost as if you didn't test it at all? And I don't know what to do. And we're going to keep getting negative reviews, and we're going to get comment section in those reviews filled with negativity, and they're going to keep slamming the game and, building an extremely, extremely negative reputation for the game. And the game is not selling. There are a lot of negative reviews and saying, oh, it's not worth it, don't buy this. And I've poured thousands of hours of my life into this, and I believed Nintendo would support me in getting the game selling so I can support their hardware. And that's not what is happening. And it's clear that Nintendo wants gamers to move on to the Switch. And I'm trying to pick my words very carefully here, but to me it's clear they did not want me putting a new game on the 3DS. I sacrificed a lot to sorry. I sacrificed my whole life to bring... Sorry. I've sacrificed my whole life to bring a game to the 3DS that I thought people would enjoy. And I've worked my ass off, and I thought I can handle it, I can take it. And I'll just be tough, and I'll make it work, and it's going to be great. And I did not expect that I gotta be careful with my words, but I didn't expect that Nintendo would go against me on trying to bring a game to the 3DS. And for our upcoming games, I don't know what's going to happen because I'm still facing resistance. The update, version 1.2, that's supposed to have fixed all the glitches in 1.1. Glitches that were not in the build that I sent them, that were somehow introduced when the product was rolled out digitally. 1.2 puts in so much work and effort and so many failsafes. It should fix so many things that don't exist in the build that I sent them. That was supposed to have rolled out weeks ago, and I don't understand why it's not out. And the longer that this broken version of the game is out, the more negative reviews we'll get, the more negative reputation the game will build. And it's just going to destroy the game's ability to sell. And that's tough. That's life. And if it was entirely within my hands, then I would say, yes, I'm sorry, that is my fault, I apologize, and I will do better. But the build that's being distributed is not what I sent them. And it's soul-crushing, and I have no control over the situation. I have no power to make things right. And it doesn't matter how much I persevere. It doesn't matter how hard I work. I'm a small indie developer, and I'm nobody. And I'm trying to bring a game out to a console that it's clear they don't want to support the 3DS anymore. They want to move forward, and it's time-consuming and it's resource-consuming for them to keep supporting the 3DS. So I don't know what to do next, and I'm sorry that I've announced all these games for the 3DS because I believed Nintendo would support me, and I believed that they wouldn't make it so difficult for me to bring games to the 3DS. But if I keep facing the same kind of resistance that I have been facing and I'm still facing, I cannot survive bringing more games to the 3DS because I'm having so much pressure put on me that I shouldn't have to face when developing and publishing a game. And I'm not trying to complain. I'm not trying to whine because I want to do the work and I want to make this happen. But here's the long and the short of it. The game is being distributed. It's not what I submitted. It's not the hard work that I put in. The version of the game that's being distributed is broken. I've issued them weeks and weeks ago. More than a month ago. I've issued them an update that fixes those issues, And that's not rolled out, and it should have been rolled out already. And if the game doesn't sell, I lose everything. Not just in terms of developing this series, but everything I've sacrificed to make this first game and to work on the rest of the series. If 3 Down Stars doesn't sell, that's it. That's not just the end of Silver Falls, but I can't have a career as a game developer if this first game doesn't sell. And Nintendo doesn't care because I'm nobody. I'm a small indie developer. I'm an insect. And to me, it matters a whole lot. And to the people in my life who are counting on me, it matters a whole lot. So to me, it means everything. And to them, I don't exist. And the 3DS, it's not important to them. And I have no way of moving forward if 3 Down Stars doesn't sell. And I suspect with all the negative reviews and the negativity that's branching out of that, it won't sell. And the only way to move forward with that is to hope that when I issue them an update, it'll come out in a timely manner and it will be the working product that I sent them. And that hopefully we can get some positive reviews. And for the people who are enjoying the game and who are passionate about it, and that you guys go, in comment sections and reviews, and you let people know why you think it's worth playing and why you think it's worth supporting it. Because when you buy Silver Falls 3 Down Stars, you're not just supporting that one game, you're supporting the rest of the series and everything that I've planned. And I've tried to show you guys everything that I've planned for the series, and I'm going to work my hardest to make sure that it's something worth playing. But right now, 3 Down Stars has a reputation of garbage shovelware, and it's not the game that I submitted to Nintendo. So to everyone who did waste your time, I apologize and I'm sorry. It is entirely my fault that I believed that I could fight Nintendo and bring something to a console that they want to move away from. And that's my fault for thinking that I could fight that. And I don't know what to do next. And in terms of the future games on the 3DS, I don't know if I can do it. I've been putting in so much work, and I'm not receiving the support that I believe I should be getting to get these games published. And if I'm getting pushback, I can't survive trying to do more 3DS games, and I'm sorry. And I don't know if things will change if 3 Down Stars starts selling. But with the negative reputation it has online, I don't know. Hey, thanks for checking in. This one was a bit of a bummer. I'll see you guys around.